Hi everyone and welcome to today's Flutter tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to create a navigation drawer using Flutter. We're going to code it from scratch from the very beginning. I'm going to be showing you every single piece of code that you need, and I'm sure after this video you have the right knowledge to create navigation drawers using Flutter. I'm going to make it very simple for each one in the easiest way that anyone can understand. Alright, let's get into today's video. Alright, so we're going to start our project from scratch. So this is the main.page. So inside the material app, we're going to add a home, then we're going to add scaffold. Then right inside scaffold, we're going to add the app bar. So just type in app bar, and then we're going to have the properties of app bar. So we're going to add the title. So we're going to have the title, and we're going to make the title. We're going to add text inside the title. We're going to make navigation drawer app. Alright, so you can click save, and there we go, we have it. So it's actually displaying some. So I want to remove that. Right. So next we want to remove that banner up there. So we're just gonna go on top of the scaffold. So just, or not below here, we're just gonna go on top of the scaffold. Then we're gonna type in the words right, let's face that. Then we're gonna type in the words debug. Inside this we're gonna type it debug, then show checked banner. Then I'm gonna set that to false. Alright, so when I set that false, I can click save. It will do a hot reload, and let's see. So I can see that the banner has actually disappeared, and that's actually what we want. Alright, so next we want to set some properties for the navigation bar. We want to see if we can change that blue color on the app bar into a different color, and good enough we can. So we're going to first space so that we can create more room by clicking on a comma. Alright, so there we go. So we're going to type in background color, then we're going to type in colors with capital C, colors dot pink. So we're gonna set that to pink, and then I'll click save for a hot reload. And alright, so it has actually worked just as we actually wanted. So right after the app bar, we're gonna add the body. So just go outside that, then we're gonna add the body. Inside the body we wanna add text, so we're gonna type in capital T EXT. So let's make sure the text, let's change that to main page. Okay, and there we go. So we're gonna refractor, and we're gonna set to center, so that we actually have it centered. Then we're going to set constant, so that we actually remove that blue error. So next we're going to add some properties. So we're going to set style, text style. Then we're going to add the font size. We're going to increase the font size to 40. Okay, and there we go, we have it. It's actually working just as we wanted. Alright, so next for good practice, we're going to create another page for the nav bar. So we're just going to go into the lib folder here. Then we're going to right click, and then we're going to create new file. Then we're going to call it navbar, small nvav, navbar.dart. Call it a dart file. Alright, and there we go, there we have it. Alright, so first thing in this new file, we're going to import material.dart. So just import package. Then we're going to type Flutter, type in Flutter. Then we're going to type in material, stroke material dart. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to add a stateless widget by typing STL, then we click enter. Then we're going to rename it to navbar. Then inside the container, we're going to change this to draw. So let's change this word container to draw. And there we go. So that's going to allow us to create the. Alright, so go back to your main.dat file. Then we're going to scroll to the very top. Then we're going to import that other page. So we're going to import. Alright, so click import. Then we're going to type in package. Then columns, and we're going to type in Flutter app, Flutter underscore app. Alright, Flutter underscore app. Then we're going to import navbar.dat. So that's the file that we actually are going to. Alright, so then go to your scaffold on your main.dat page. Then inside scaffold, we're going to create the drawer. So inside here, we're going to type in the words drawer. Then we're going to type in the word. Alright, so we have navbar with capital N, capital B, as you can see there. So we're going to import it the way you see. So we're going to type in drawer, then we're going to type in navbar, navbar. Then we're going to close it with bracket, comma. Alright, so there we go. So that should actually import it. So we're going to save to have a hot reload. Alright, so this may not work for some. So if you click on save and it doesn't actually work, so we're just going to start debugging to build up from Scratch. So that will actually solve the problem. So you're just going to go and click start debugging. That will actually launch the app from scratch again, and that should actually work. And there we go. As you can see, there is a menu that actually appears on the corner. When I click on it, you can actually see an empty drawer, and that's actually a sign that it's actually working. So it's an empty drawer whenever I click on that menu icon. Right, so we're actually done with the main dat page. So we're just gonna go back to the navbar page, and then right here is where we're gonna do some properties. Okay. Alright, so inside the drawer, we're going to create a child. So inside the child is going to be list view. So we're going to click bracket. So inside there, we're going to create some children. So they're actually going to be children to the list view. So inside the children, the first child is going to be user account. Alright, so just type in the word user and you'll see user account drawer header. And then we have properties, account name, and then we have account email. So we're going to change those values. So we're going to change the alright, so we're going to add in text for user account name. We're going to type in text. So we're going to add George McAllister. George McAllister will actually be the name. So inside the email part, we're going to add text also. We're going to call that George McAllister at gmail.com. okay, and that's actually what we actually want. So next, we actually want to refactor this so to actually have them on separate lines. So we're going to just type in a comma right there. Okay, so we're going to click format, and then there we go. So we have everything on the new line. Alright, and that's actually what we wanted. So we're gonna create constants so that we actually remove those blue error lines. Okay, and that should actually, okay, it will work, but we'll just, alright, so next we're gonna create a hot reload by clicking Ctrl S, and as you can see, the text actually appears right there. So next we're just gonna go and add a profile picture. We're gonna add current account picture. So next we're gonna add in a circle. So inside there, we're gonna have a child, and the child is gonna be inside. So we're gonna type in the child. So we're gonna clip it. So inside there, we actually have images. We're gonna insert an image. So I actually have images in the image folder that I actually created. So we're gonna insert our image. So we're gonna type in image asset. So we're gonna type images stroke profile.jpg. So the image is actually right here. I actually created a folder for it. So we're gonna insert it, and as you can see, it actually appears. Okay, and it actually works properly. So that's the circle avatar we've actually created inside there. So that's going to be account picture. So right after that, we actually may want to create a decoration inside that blue background, and for that we're going to actually add a decoration. So we're going to add decoration. We're going to add box decoration. Alright, so inside box decoration, we're going to add some property. Alright, so we're going to add some decoration. So inside those brackets, we're going to actually click enter on our keyboard. So we're going to create some color. We're going to create a color accent, change that blue to pink. So we're going to type in color, then we're going to type in colors dot, then we're going to change that to actually pink, so that we change that blue background to pink, a pink accent color. That's actually what I want to click Ctrl S to actually do a hot reload, and you actually see it changes to pink. So we're going to add a background image. So inside there, I actually have some image. So we're going to type in image, decoration image. So I actually have some image asset that I already put in the images folder. So it's going to be this background. I've called it back.jpg. So inside there, we're going to type in the image stroke back.jpg. Then we click save, and there we go. We actually have it. And click the hot reload, click. Alright, just give it a second to actually load. Alright, there we go. So next one, actually have it fitting, because it actually doesn't look neat that way. So we're going to do a fitting mechanism. So we're going to type in fit. Okay, so inside fit, we're going to type in box fit. Right, so we actually want it box fit dot cover. Click Ctrl S on your keyboard, and there we go. It should actually fit properly. Alright, so next one, I get rid of that gray space at the very top. You can actually see it up there, and we actually don't want that. It actually doesn't look neat. So actually want to find a way of actually getting rid of that, because we actually want the background image to actually fill in all that space. So what do? We're just gonna go to the very top, then inside list view. So we're gonna make some changes. So inside list view, we're gonna add some padding. So we're gonna set that padding to edge insets. They're gonna set that to 0. Edge insets dot 0, and that should actually do the trick. Alright, so there we go. We're gonna scroll to the bottom. Okay, so there we go. We actually have it. We actually filled the entire background, and that's actually what we wanted. So actually we're gonna scroll to the bottom. Then now we actually want to add another child into the list. So right below that, under user account decorator, we're going to actually add another child. So the next child is actually going to be a list view. So just type in list view, actually list file. So inside list file, we're going to create an item. So we're going to type in leading to actually have the icon. So we're going to call it icon.file.upload, and there we go, it has actually appeared. Then we're going to type in the title. So they're going to type in the text as upload short, and there we go. We actually have it there. And then next, we want to have an action that happens when the user actually clicks on it. So actually we're going to set on tap. We're going to add an action. So we're going to make sure it actually prints the text upload tapped. So we're going to hot reload, and then when the user actually clicks on that, you can actually see what happened. It actually says upload tapped. Okay, so we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to create some other items. Okay, so we're going to go to the next line. We're going to duplicate that by clicking Ctrl. Alright, so there we go, duplicate the different items. Then we're going to change all the titles. So actually we're going to have a total of up to 8 items. So we're going to change the titles into different file names, and these are actually going to be very useful. So we're going to have a line axis for stats, we're going to have a share icon, we're going to have a notifications icon, we're going to have a settings icon, then actually to also have one for logging out. Alright, so when a user actually clicks on so this is it, it's actually done. When a user actually clicks on an icon, you can actually see that each one actually prints depending on actually what we set right next to it, and that's actually more lively. That actually gives more life to actually what we have actually just created, and that's actually alright. So we actually want to get rid of the blue error. So what we do is going to type constants wherever we actually have that blue error, and that should actually fix it very quickly. It's just a matter of changing that to constants. Okay, so next one, I actually create a divider right below the settings and the logout. So it actually looks more neat, so that there's actually a kind of division. So when I actually click divider and click hot reload, you can actually see there's a space that actually is created right below there, and that's actually what we wanted. Alright, and there we go. We can actually play with it. Just click it, allow it to open. So it's actually that the background image takes some time to load, but it actually works. Alright, I hope this video really helped you. If it did, feel free to join the community by subscribing, then feel free to leave a thumbs up on the video, and then tell me below in comments if the video really helped you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.